Okay guys, it's non-farm payroll day. I don't necessarily trade this much anymore, simply because I don't like trading the news, but it is one of the few that is almost predictable. Kind of explain. So, flick it over. First thing I would do is I would look at an hourly and I would see what the situation is with this. Okay. Now, as a market, it's pretty much sideways at this moment in time, and it could go either way. Now, there's a few things that I can put in to track this out, but at this moment in time, it's kind of anybody's game. Now, how long have we got? I've got 4 minutes. So what we'd see, like if I was going to do this, just put an indicator on. I don't particularly need the general direction. I don't want that either. But the Bollinger Band can help. What you can see at this point is it's hugged the Bollinger Band. It's gone up to the moving average. It's broke it, but it's also broken the Bollinger Band again and is returning back to the moving average. Now it's pushing away, but that's probably what's in sight. Now, the next element of this is it is also starting to flare slightly. So there's a lot of indecision because we've got a level holding the price back. We've got a flare showing. Is it pulling against this? Has this move been up and exhausted? We don't know. It's Friday as well, so it's a horrible day to trade. But if I move up to there and I see how far that's pushed through, well, that can easily get up onto this section here. That bit, all right? Okay, so what do I do with a non-farm payroll? Well, the very simple thing is, if I don't understand it, which at this moment I don't fully understand it, I'll watch the first 5-minute candle and then I'm going to trade into the 50%. Now from the 50%, from that point, I'll see what happens. If it holds above the 50, the chances are it's going to continue in its movement, this, which will be a target of here. If it holds under the 50, it means this is exhausted and it's coming back on itself and it's going to look to where it came from, which is here. So I've got that or that, and it'll all determine on the 5-minute candle. So I'll drop it into 5 minutes so I can see what the situation is. Put my 2 target points on so that I can see it. And then as soon as it comes in, drop a fib on it and away we go. So I'll pause the camera now for a couple of minutes, just rather than rabbit on. And then just as it comes in, we'll watch it and see if we can get a trade out of it. Okay, it's 13:29, so the candle's going to be coming in soon. What we're going to do is we're going to wait for that candle to explode, because on a day like this, you really can't predict it. It'll just explode. All right, it's coming in. We shouldn't be too long, so I'll go quiet now and then we'll just kind of play this one out. Hey guys, that's the first 5 minutes over. It's set our range. What we have now is it's held below the 50%. So it's triggered into the first order. So now all I need to do is just drop in the other levels because they're in stone now. And we're going to trade this down. Okay. So we're going to drop that in. Cross. Which is there. Trade that into there. Get that off. Okay. And away we go. Right, we're off. So I can sell this one as well. But it's triggered that. Down it comes. Let's play this one through. Okay guys, it's down to one of the key points, which is here. And we currently running closing on 200 quid. So 187. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look for it to get to £200. And then I'm going to be calling it a day. Where does that come from? Well, it's actually part of my rule set. So if I pull that in, as you can see here, when I hit £200, stop for the day. Now, that rule has served me well for a long time because that's what I need. But I was already in the market earlier on at 26 for 63. I can kill it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm now just going to pull the targets in onto this level, just like so. If it runs down and hits them, outstanding, but it's not a big issue. There, we're at 200. We're cracking 200 now. There we go. We're out. And we should be doing okay. And there we are. So that's 272 for the day. It would have pulled through, and it has. It's kind of stalling in and around there. So I'm happy. So why did I do it? Well, normally because Finney, the little bugger, sticks his oar in. But I was talking to Lee and Casper in the bar. And I said I was going to look at it. My chart of choice is always cable. And you trade what you see. What I'll say about the bar, guys, if you come in and you just sit and don't see anything, you're not going to learn anything. Interact. Ask. Talk. Don't sit in the shadows. And it's the same with the comments and things like that. Drop in the comments. Ask. Talk to me. If you email me, I can't always give you the right answer. And one of the things that kind of worries me is I often get an opening message of what's your entry criteria? None. Who are you? What you're from? I've seen your channel. Nothing. Just what's your entry criteria? And I'll kind of explain it in a wishy-washy way because that's the request that came in. But I'll explain that it's multi-time frame. And then I hear to think from them again. You're not looking at the chart. You're looking for a shortcut. And those shortcuts are actually what's going to hurt you. Now, case in point, I've done this numerous times. And if you go through, I've done loads of non-farm payroll. That's the key stalling point, which is here. It's got to significantly break through it for it to continue. That candle was in place. I watched it, drew the fib, redrew the fib. As it was adjusting itself, the price held below the 50%, so therefore it was going to be a sell. And then there's the sell. And you actually earned your money inside the candle itself. Now, is that looking for shortcuts, or was that staging something from a plan? I would say it was staging something from a plan, but something I'd seen numerous times before. This job is always made to look easy, and it is easy if you know what you're looking for. But you would say that to an airline pilot. Oh, you make this airplane look easy. Well, you would do if you knew how to fly the thing. Trading's no different, guys. No different at all. So that was for you lot in the squad, especially for Casper and Lee. Little salute to you. And of course, Finny. Oh, Finny. I'll see you next week at the conference, and we'll have a beer. But he always pokes the bear and gets me to do non-farm payroll, and I'm doing it for him as well. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.